Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's still doing well, still masked up, still social distancing, still hopefully being sane. Yeah, now I'm gonna just move you in close like always. I decided to throw in some lipstick just for the video. I have not worn lipstick for like months because you can wear it, but nobody's gonna see it. Not that that's the point of wearing lipstick. The lipstick is really for the person wearing it. But what's the point of it? It just gets on your mask and you're not showing it off. But yeah. And I really love this lipstick. It's almost gone. It's by Milani. As you can see, it's kind of old. So it's a little, the label's a little messed up. It's almost gone. I hope they still make this color because it's a little tangent. I was looking up something that I had, like a foundation that I had that I liked, and the company that makes it doesn't make it anymore. And I was like, wow, it's that old. So that might be the same case with this one, but I don't know. I haven't looked. It's also another mini tangent. I have been wanting to get into makeup, but like I said, just gonna get on your mask, like more makeup, like foundation and stuff, which I have done before, but I've like fallen off, But that's just it, But since we're in a pandemic, there's just nowhere to wear anything. I guess you can wear it at home, but then you're just at home. That's not fun. Or maybe you could FaceTime your friends. You could be like, hey, look at my makeup. I guess that could be worth it. So today, paper's upside down. I said that I was going to do girl group poems, but I decided to focus on one single song by 3 different groups. So the song is called Cinderella, which was the most popular version is by the Cheetah Girls. And I'm wearing cheetah print. I hope this is cheetah print. Because how some people are like, I'm wearing this print. And then you go look it up and it's not actually the animal that it's supposed to be. But I didn't even plan that. Look at that. I just love the sweater. And I also thought this lipstick would go great with it. But they're kind of clashing. But you know what? Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, the most popular version is by the Cheetah Girls. So I will get into that later. Because the poem for them is like actually the last one. So I wrote 3 poems to the same song by 3 different groups. And I thought, since they were different groups, although all of the songs do, since it is the same song, I mean, it's going to sound similar. So it was a little harder than I thought to come up with like different perspectives for each poem. Because I was like, oh, wow, I didn't think it was going to be that hard. Because I thought, oh, they're all different groups. They're all just going to sound different, even though it's the same song. No, not really. I think it's maybe because they're all girl groups and they were all like in the early 2000s. So like, girl groups of that time kind of have similar sounds. So it was a little harder than I thought, but I got through it. And also at the end, I have some information on each group. So I'm going to share that too after I share the poem. So the poem style I did was called a Cascade poem. So what you do is you write 3 or whatever lines you want to write. I did only 3 lines because I was like, I don't want to make this complicated. So I did 3 lines, and then you take the first line. So it's like A, B, C, and then you do D, E, and then you put the first line A into the second stanza, and then you take the second line and put it into the last line of the third stanza, and then the last line of the first stanza you put as the last line of the whole poem. I hope that made sense. So it's like cascading down. You're taking that line and just adding it to each future stanza. And I've never done that before. So I thought it was really interesting, and I thought it would be something good. I'm doing something new, So I thought that would be cool. So the first poem is called I Am the Night. Like, like a knight. Like the ones from back in the day of King Arthur and round tables and all that. Yeah. So of course it's inspired by Cinderella, the song. The original group that performed it is called I-5. And I will give you more information about them at the end. I can be whoever I want to be. I don't need to be saved. I can be my own knight in shining armor. Ladies, don't let anyone hold you back. You and I are not just property to someone else. I can be whoever I want to be. Ladies, be as tame or as wild as you want to be. You are not helpless to what your future can be. I don't need to be saved. Ladies, we are capable of greatness. We are stronger than we are told we are. Say that 5 times fast. I could be my own knight in shining armor. So yeah, so that one was a pretty obvious take. I didn't think I would be that obvious, but I was like, this is the first thought that I got, and I just like, let me just go with it. So, information on the group. I just copied and pasted this from Wikipedia. So, sorry to all my teachers out there. They have like this hatred of Wikipedia. I'm going to try to skim it because I definitely just copied like a solid 2 paragraphs into here. So, on September 12th, 2000, September 12th, 2000, Giant Records released I-5's self-titled debut album. It was 5 members selected to represent 5 distinct nationalities. So, they had Caitlin Macalino from the Philippines. They had extra information, and I took all theirs out except for this one. So I'll just say it. She had worked as a model in her home country. They had Tal B. Hajjak from Israel, who was a devout Jew, moved to the U.S. in 1997. If I butcher these names, sorry. Christina Rumbly from the United States. Andy Murphy McCormick from the UK. And Gabby Iquez from Mexico. Together, these girls became the International Five, commonly referred to as I-5. Oh, whoops, I put the same thing twice. Okay, so I talked about their debut album already. So the company, because I'm going to actually link a video that talks about all of these groups having these different having the same single and like the history of it. It's a really good video. It's really informative, so I'm going to link it in the description. So check it out. It's by Yara Zaid. Her last name is Z-A-Y-D. I love her. I'm subscribed to her. You should be subscribed too. But I'll put the link in the description. So basically, the album failed to chart. It was a commercial failure due to the label not being able to release any more singles or significantly promote the album because of its imminent folding. So it was a part of Warner Bros. Records. And for some reason, where did I put it? So they had auditioned. I thought I put in here that they had auditioned a bunch of different girls. But anyway. Okay. I did not copy and paste this right because I have 4 of the same sentences. Okay, but anyway, basically, they were already in debt or not doing well. One of those. She explains it more in her video. Yara explains it more in her video. But instead of being like, hey, let's not have any more groups because we can't promote them or have them do well. No. They're like, you know what, we need to, because I read in the Wikipedia page, they wanted to have a group that rivaled, the different other girl groups at the time, like Eden's Crush and Dream and 3LW and, all that. So they wanted that too. Which, how are you going to make them successful? You can't afford to. If you can't afford it, why are you going to do it? That should be the motto for like America. You can't afford stuff. Why do you do it? All Americans do it. But yeah, so eventually, the record label ended. They folded. So Warner Brothers, its parent company, absorbed it. So I-5, they didn't have a label anymore. And they tried to find a new label, but were unsuccessful. So they ended up disbanding in late 2001. So they came out with the song in 2000. So they were together for like a year, which is a very short time frame for a group. And in Yar's video, she couldn't find too much information about them. So, it's probably going to be repeat information, because I think she did say, like, when she looked it up, she didn't find much on, like, what would happen to them or where they are now. All right. So the next one is by a group called Play, and it's called Showstoppin' Sisters. And I'll explain the title once I read the poem. So here it goes. My friends and I are the flyest girlies out here. You cannot come close to us. You keep trying, but you will fail miserably. You cannot outdo the doers. We stay fly like 3-6 Mafia. My friends and I are the flyest girlies out here. We're real deep like the original Dandy Kane. We aren't impressed by your flashy things. You cannot come close to us. We always got on the latest fashions. You want to copy us, however, you can keep trying, but you will fail miserably. So I mentioned Dandy Kane, and they had a song called Showstopper. So, they were saying they're showstopping. So I was like, well, the speaker is bragging about her and her friends and how they're so fly. So, yeah. And I got that idea because when I was watching the video, I was like, I can't just have the same exact theme as the first poem. So, because, it's the same song. So I took from the video that, they were showing them like on tour and them having fun backstage. So I was like, that's a cool idea. Like you and your girls and you thinking you're so fly and stuff. So that's how I got the idea for this one. Because at first I was like, I feel like I'm just going to write the same thing. But I was like, let me look at the video. Because usually when I'm writing, I just listen. But since it's the same song, you got to take something else from it. So, Play was a Swedish pop group. They were Faye Hamelin, Anna Sustrand, Anais Lamecki. I hope that's right. Also, I just want to say, I love the name Anais, but I feel like if I use it in the future, no one's going to say it right. Just like they don't say my full name right. But anyway, and they had, the last group member is Rosie Munter. That was the original lineup from 2000 until late 2003. They were formed just like I-5, which was through a nationwide talent search. So I-5 was an international talent search from the other label. I don't know what label they were on. I didn't put that in here. But they were international searching internationally all around the world for a girl group, even though their label was failing. Anyway, but back to Play. So it was a nationwide talent search by Layla Bag. She was a recording artist and a dance studio owner. Her original lineup for Play consisted of 4 girls. 2 girls were discovered at her dance studio, which were 10-year-old Anna Sustrand and 13-year-old Anais Lamecki. She was the younger sister of a recording artist called Amanda Lamecki. I'm butchering these names. They were very young. Oh my gosh. The 2 other girls were found in the audition process. They were both 13-year-olds, Faye Hamelin and Rosie Munter. The latter of which was also in a popular Swedish film called Eva och Adam. I don't know Swedish. Faye and Rosie had also been best friends before being selected to be in Play. I feel like that's cute. You in a group with your best friend. I feel like me and my best friend would just slack off. Especially my best friend Amber. Me and my other best friends, maybe we would be successful in the group. But I feel like me and my best friend Amber would just be slacking off. But shout out to her. And then the Play's career was launched in Sweden and the United States in 2001 and 2002. So that's just the basic overview of them, because I'm sure there's more details. And it's also, I think it was Faye, what's her name? Faye Hamlin. I think she left the group at one point and then came back and then left the group again. So, if you want to know more about that, Wikipedia has an extensive, entry about them. So, I didn't want to put every single thing, but yeah, they have a really good entry on them. So, finally, sure, the one you've been waiting for, the Cinderella version performed by the Cheetah Girls, as I'm wearing cheetah print. Or is it leopard? One of those. It's called Only Want You, Never Need You. So I'm going to say a little bit of background. So they have a part in the lyrics. I was trying to look up the lyrics. I know y'all know, sometimes my computer and my printer and my internet all conspire against me. So everything was acting up. My Word was taking a little while to load, and for me to save and me to copy and paste. And then my internet, it was fine. And all of a sudden I was trying to listen to like the play version, and it was like internet connections on YouTube. And I was like, what's wrong with y'all? And then when I went to go print this, it got stuck. And then I was going to print 2 copies, and I canceled the second one in time. But yeah, that's another little rant. But basically they have a line in the story where they say, in the song where they say, I want someone who understands me and that, my dreams and things like that. I don't know if the exact lyric, but it's something along those lines. So that's where this poem comes from. And it goes, the title's called Only Want You, Never Need You. So it's like saying, I only want you. I don't really need you though. I want someone who matches my energy. I want someone who knows I am powerful alone. However, everyone needs a helping hand every once in a while. They know I am compassionate. I guess I should say they will know. But basically the person will know, whoever I'm with. Or whoever the speaker's with, because it's not me, but here we go. They know I am compassionate. They know that when I love hard. I want someone who matches my energy. They know I am a goddess. They know I could be my own Wonder Woman. I want someone who knows I am powerful alone. They know that I am I can't spell. And I definitely spelled it out in the poem. They know that I am INDEPENDENT. Like Webby said. They gotta know what that means. I love that song, y'all. Okay, here we go. However, everyone needs a helping hand every once in a while. So, I'm going to give a little backstory about that independent line. I had to look up the song so that I knew how to spell it correctly. I'm a terrible speller in general. But I was trying to sing the song, like to spell it, and I was like, wait a minute. Let me look up the video. So I did. Okay, so now info on the Cheetah Girls. The Cheetah Girls, it started off as a book. So the Cheetah Girls is a media franchise created by Deborah Gary based on her novel series of the same name. The series, which began in 1999, is about a female vocal group seeking success and fortune. In the book series, there are 5 Cheetah Girls, but in the first film adaptation and its sequel, there are only 4, while in the third installment, there are only 3. Which I think Raven Simone left. I didn't really look into it, but I think she was the one that left. I'm not 100%. Okay, here we go. So, okay, here we go. The Cheetah Girls is a musical comedy trilogy. This is about the films now. Produced by Deborah Martin Chase and co-produced by Cheryl Hill and executive produced by Whitney Houston. I didn't know that. I just copied and pasted this, y'all. I didn't really read it yet. But, wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. It's based on the adult book series. We already said that. And the actresses that were in it were Raven Simone, that I just mentioned, Adrienne Bailon, Sabrina Bryan, Kaylee Williams, and Lynn Whitfield are featured in the film. I guess Lynn Whitfield was like another role. I don't know why they put that. But anyway, and this is going to be a little fact. Besides the Cheetah Girls, which was set in New York City, each of the other films have been set in a foreign country. Cheetah Girls 2 in Barcelona, Spain. The Cheetah Girls One World in New Delhi, India. I'm going to be honest, though. Please don't come from my childhood. But I was not really a Disney girl. So I have not seen, like, the movies I've seen parts of them, but I haven't seen like all of them the whole way through. But I'd be interested to like look at them again because I have Disney Plus. I think it should be up there. But yeah, I wasn't really a Disney kid. I was more of a Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network kid. But yeah, that's just a little background on me. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed those poems. It was a little harder than I thought. The poetry form I thought was going to be the hardest part, but it wasn't too bad. I just had to reuse the lines and make sure that the lines before the reused lines made sense. So that was a little hard. But other than that, it was a fun style. So I would do that poetry style again, a poetry form. So yeah, I was thinking next week I could do male guy groups. Male guy groups, because that's the same word. Male or boy bands. There we go. I would do like boy bands or male groups. But I have to figure out a theme. Like, am I just gonna randomly write to them? Do I want a theme? Because this theme was, hey, they all have the same song. It's really interesting. But I'll figure something out. I'll see something. Maybe I'll research it and I find out that some boy group has the same song as another one. Or as like 3 other ones. Or 2 other ones like this video. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you all are still doing well. Yeah, so everybody enjoy yourselves as you go through the weeks of 2021, which is already crazy. I mean, I don't know what we expected. I guess we expected things to magically just be better. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, the year for me personally is not bad, but as like a nation, it's a little crazy. But it was already a little crazy. It was already crazy last year, so I don't know what we expected. We're still in a pandemic, you know. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff going on. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching, and I appreciate you all watching, and I will see you next week.